Hello, my name is Lauren Brown. Having assumed several leadership roles over the course of my professional career and my private life, it's interesting in the light of this week's readings to reflect on the type of leader that I've been. Indeed, while I like to see myself, according to Hall, as a sensei who is balanced in his approach as both facilitator and mentor, and that engages but freely delegates as needed, an honest and transparent reflection places me more in the oracle category, with hints of sage. And I say this because in any meeting or group that I've been a part of where I'm individually judged, I tend to focus more on accomplishing goals rather than investing in relationships. In fact, more typically, I've delegated responsibilities and entrusted tasks to others, but then I've come up against deadlines and not had adequate information, which has been a formula for unnecessary angst and distress. Now, my experience with leading adults is finding the balance between giving autonomy and respect due an adult and providing the feedback and resources and being firm, fair, and consistent in providing leadership approaches that hold people accountable and that ensures the success of both the individual and the group. Now, based on Hall's leadership continuum, it is likely that I fall somewhere right of Sensei and much closer to Oracle. And having determined this about myself, it means that my teams, regardless of the format, may be missing a sense of connectedness from their leader and that group cohesion that comes from real leadership. Now, in academics, I've experienced in group projects this dynamic where I've been team leader and delegated too little in order to appear I'm not a dictator, which doesn't allow other team members to grow, and then I get buried doing too much and even grow resentful that others didn't do more. The Bible informs my thinking about leadership. When in Mark 10:42 through 45, it says, Jesus called to them and said to them, You know that those who are considered rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones exercise authority over them. But it shall not be so among you. Whosoever shall be great among you must be your servant, and whoever would be first among you must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, or came not to serve, but to give his life as a ransom for many. Now, the Bible is clear that self-promoting leadership is not the standard, but neither is there a premium placed on a hands-off approach either. The Bible model is servant leadership, where greatness is achieved and measured by one's willingness to work on behalf of others. Now, in the context of being a leader, this will sometimes require sacrificing for the team, but it also requires wisdom to understand concepts like division of labor, skill set specialization, and working on behalf of the team and not simply looking out for one's self-interest. Now, surely if God was looking out for his own interests, he wouldn't have suffered the cross and its shame on behalf of sinful mankind. Now, Lang, Range, and Welsh point out that improvement requires distributing leadership coherently around focused problem solving in the organization. Now, a Sensei leadership style will achieve the aforementioned best. Pepper also makes the case that transformational leadership, or leadership that gets goals accomplished while developing team members, is best accomplished through the use of collaborative efforts and shared decision making by stakeholders toward a common vision or goal, which leads to more effective, positive changes in schools which will support student achievement. Now, adapting this approach will help me move from the extremes of leadership continuum to a place that benefits the group, the organization, and helps to foster better leadership qualities in me. Blessings.